Welcome back to the Delphi mini-series for a quick introduction to some of the capabilities of Delphi. This video is going to discuss some of the managed care tracking capabilities of the program. Again, we always operate everything from the main screen in Delphi. We select the client that we're interested in working on, and in this case I'm going to work on Hank Aaron, which is the person we've been focusing on in this little series. There's a button over here, General Notes Managed Care, and if I click on that, you have the option to track managed care for this client. I'm going to check that box, and now we have a managed care screen. In this case, we can specify when treatment begins. I might pick, let's say, January 1. Treatment needs to end by, let's pretend, May 1st. That means there's 97 days remaining, and we would like to be warned when there are, how about 14 days left. That would be 2 weeks in advance of May 1st. The other thing we can do, very important, the number of sessions allowed within this time range. We're just going to say 10. Of course, you can pick any number you want. The interesting thing here is the sessions that have elapsed in this date range are 3, which comes from here. 1 90801, 2 90806s. That was done by provider WSP. Had we recorded other sessions for another provider, they would also have a column in here showing the number of each type of session provided by each provider. The total in this case is 3. So 10 minus 3 means that there's 7 sessions remaining. This will do the math for you. And you want to be warned when the sessions remaining equals 2. That could be 1 session left, 2 sessions left, whatever you prefer. Also, you have the capability, although not a lot of practices do it, of tracking benefit limits or authorizations based on days and units. And units are a pretty interesting little part of the program. Typically, a session is 1 unit. However, we've seen everything under the sun in the last 25 years about units. We have seen Medicare define a unit as 5 minutes. Therefore, an hour of or 50 minutes of sessions might be 10 units, and you might be authorized for 120 units. We've seen everything. Most of the time you don't need to use this. Now, the basic idea here is that we've set when treatment begins, when it ends. We want to be warned 2 weeks in advance, the number of sessions allowed, and then down here would be our running battle with the insurance company. So, always call Susan at extension 42. Never call provider relations, because they'll put you on hold and drop your call after 45 minutes. Don't forget the referring physician. NPI number. Now, this can be just kind of your running history of what's going on with this person's authorizations over time. We're going to close this screen now, and like we did back in video number 3, if we click on record a session now, you will now see all the managed care attached at the bottom of this screen. And we're telling you at this point there are no problems detected with managed care warnings. And we spell out in English, treatment begins and when it ends, 97 days from now. You request to be warned 14 days before treatment ends. The number of allowed sessions in the date range is 10 minus the number of sessions that have already occurred, 3 equals 7. You requested to be warned when 2 sessions remain, and we're not going to mess around with the days units in this case. So we're telling you quite clearly that you're okay and this session is most likely going to get paid. Now I'm going to cancel this session, and just for kicks, I'm going to go back to Managed Care, and I'm going to say the number of sessions authorized within this time period is 4. Let's close this screen. I'm going to click on Record a Session, and there we go. We have a warning, errors detected with Managed Care. In this case, error, allowed sessions within the above date range is 4 minus the number of sessions that have already occurred, 3. Means there's 1 remaining. You request to be warned when there are 2 sessions. So you're probably not going to get paid for this session unless you pay attention to your managed care notes. Let's go take a peek. And that's always call Susan to extension 42, never call provider relations, don't forget the referring physician NPI. So the whole idea is the managed care warnings keep you from recording sessions you're not going to get paid for. Pretty simple. In the next video, we're going to take a quick peek at the scheduler.